Hey, Max here. It's happening, right? The Rookie Premier Release 1 is happening. Red Zone Royale Release 1. I'd like a Royale with cheese. That's what they call Big Macs in France, I do believe, from the documentary 1994 Pulp Fiction. Ultimate Legends. We have that on Saturday. Only one golden ticket release. They don't say final, so... You know, a couple weeks ago, we only got one golden ticket release a week. Last week, we got a couple, so we'll see how much longer golden tickets go. I mean, I don't see any reason to stop now. It seems like they gave them out to a lot of players. A lot of people got them when they weren't in packs, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think all the pack ones are gone, and now these ones are, like, special people around the community got one just, like, given to them. So... we'll see how many more of those we have left. Rookie Premier, Red Zone Royale, all release ones. That's going to be a big talk this week because there is a lot of demand, right? This is probably like the last big hurrah for the game, and for good reason, right? Because everybody's kind of looking forward to July 15th, 16th for college football. So, if you're still enjoying Madden, you don't have to sell off your team. You can keep going through, do rookie premieres as they release, do the solos, do all that stuff, and you're gonna be fine. You'll have quite a few going into next year. We'll see how good the packs are for rookie premieres, because last year I was protesting the game at this point, but from all accounts, the Red Zone Royale packs were actually pretty decent and gave you decent value to build a lot of the rookie premieres with a little amount of coin stack if you worked it smartly. You know what I mean? So we'll see that, and of course how it plays out in the coming weeks. But the important part is to kind of like try and prep it. How many coins should you have? I mean, safely 15 million, but you could probably get by if you're actually going to play the game and do some things in it. 10, maybe even less, like 10 to 12 or less. I don't know. Like, the more the better. But if you're enjoying Madden and you're enjoying playing the game right now, which, you know, obviously if you're the Vanguarder, it's great. If you're getting Vanguarded, it's not so great. If you're, following the Fox from, what is it, May or something, and running your man scheme, I've already sold off because we stopped streaming. Season 9 Gut Fox is over. But if you're enjoying the one-step bench press bottleneck meta, it is what it is, right? Keep playing it. That's what video games are for. So, with that said, what does Rookie Premier mean and how are we going to affect it? I think it's going to be a big portion of this video. So, for those that don't know, Rookie Premier, you take your team from one game to the next, right? It's the only way of bringing over value from one game to the next. Unless you sell your coins and get money, of course. But the other way is through these things, right? Champions, that kind of thing. And I did a video last week, a couple weeks ago, talking about, this is about when we expect rookie premieres. And what can we expect? Similar to I would expect it to be similar. They've changed up rookie premieres a little bit over the last few years. I think last year's rookie premiere is probably the best of all time because 84 overalls on launch were really nice. I think didn't they have like double team chemistry or something too? So they were incredible at the start of this year. For a little bit until obviously the new drops and promos took them over. But as far as investments, right? Now, you don't have to invest in anything ever. So looking at last year's sets, and generally these things rhyme year to year. Exchange 495 overall players from any program, receive choice 98 overall Red Zone Royale players. So looking at these things, because a lot of the top sets in this was just a lot of the top sets for like 99 overall rookie premieres or Red Zone Royale, you needed the Red Zone Royale cards. So we're kind of looked to two things. Either they go like what they've been doing with recent promos and promos for the year, and they just kind of like mixed, or they allow you to, like, there's like three opportunities, right? It's either mixed sets where it's like half Red Zone Royale cards, half any cards, a full any card set, right? Like how we do like 595s for a 98, like full whatever, any promo. Or pure Red Zone Royale. Okay, so those are the three ways they could kind of do it. So generally, like we talked about last week, the safest is to kind of diversify your investments, just like the real life stock market. Unless you got, just all in. Nvidia literally can't go tits up, right? So with that said, that's not investment advice. It's good to get a lot of cards because a lot of these cards, if you guys know, are at the training floor, right? A lot of them are at this 0.25. So whether you're looking at 95s, 98s, 92s, 90s, every up and down, no matter what you're doing, unless you're like, I wouldn't invest in 80 or 81s. And like, don't invest in them when they're too expensive. And 96s are really high in price, and I know people are making profits on it by just grabbing like 93s and 90s and exchanging on up. But investing a lot of these things at trading floor, the worst you can lose is what, 0.025 coins per if you're investing at trading floor. But like the upside, you could like double, triple, potentially if you get on at the right time and sell into the same panic buyers, your coins, right? Or make the rookie premieres cheaper than you would otherwise if you buy after. So that's kind of like the situation around investments, is diversify. Like we talked about looking at last year's sets. 93 Red Zone Royale Exchange Pack took 8 93 plus overall players to receive a choice of 198. So 93s, 95s, 91s last year were the big ones, right? The odds to exchange to 98s, and the 98s became 99s. All right. Now maybe this year they completely change it. Maybe it's 99s to make 99s. That's generally how they don't do it. But EA likes to throw curveballs. They're like a loogie, a left-handed one-out guy. That's kind of been retired in the major leagues since you're quite ready to go 3 bladders now. But anyways, they like curveballs. So I also expect a big market crash. And it might be happening now. I really haven't looked at a lot of top-end cards because people, the rookie premieres last year, from what I heard, were very competitive top-end cards. The 99 overalls you get this year. So not only next year's cards were good, but the 99s you get this year by doing the sets were also really good from the Red Zone Royale and Rookie Premier promos. But I would expect like old LTDs, Reduxes, people kind of liquidate to try and do the new sets, since it's basically, you know, the harbinger of the end, right? Everybody's been saying Madden's been dying all year, but Madden's been actually pretty good lately. So just an FYI, if you do have very expensive cards, you can either just hold them until the bitter end, obviously that's always an option, or you can try and offload them now before it goes live, but you're kind of speculating on if the cards are actually going to be good and people are going to want them versus staying in the game. But generally, I think almost every year that I've been doing this, Rookie Premier does cause a market crash on the top-end cards. And sometimes it's from the actual sets. A lot of times it's from maybe packs. Now, I think a lot of times it's from the sets. I'm going to revert that. A lot of times it's from the sets. Sometimes it's because the packs they put out are actually pretty good. Whereas like EA's already proved themselves with fan appreciation packs about how much they're not gonna budge on the value in packs this year. Like you literally think fan appreciation would be like amazing, but they've been a little tough, right? They're like overcooked steak. So that's your options right now. That's kind of what I want to talk about with Rookie Premier. Anything else at Market Monday? Anything else on the way? I don't think so. That was the whole video. Yay us. All right. Bye.